We are rolling. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rick Godley, and I am sitting in Black Rifle Coffee Company coffee shop. The grand opening is going to be tomorrow here on Kentucky in Ruston. We're going to talk about all of the great events that are going to be happening as Black Rifle Coffee Company, the coffee shop here, opened right next to 511 by Carl Malone. I'm sitting next to Tom Davin, the CEO from Black Rifle Coffee Company in Ruston here. Tom, welcome in, my friend. How are you?
Rick, it's great to be here. I'm doing well. I've got a cup of Black Rifle coffee in hand.
So do I.
Good.
Well, you have a special of Black Rifle coffee in one of the bios, because your mother taught you what my mother taught me. Ricky, if you're going to drink coffee, drink it black. So what's your favorite Black Rifle coffee?
My favorite would be a light roast, which we call gunship.
Gunship.
And gunship is one of the lighter roasts. Ironically, my wife, Molly, will only drink dark roast. So for her, it's got to be Beyond Black, Murdered Out, or her favorite, which is Blackbeard's Delight.
Blackbeard's Delight, Black Rifle Coffee.
Right.
All right, so we're sitting in a retail outlet of Black Rifle Coffee here. It's going to the grand opening tomorrow. It actually starts at 5:30 in the morning. The first 50 that come through the door starting at 5:30 will get a free Yeti cup from Black Rifle Coffee, and that will entitle you to get free coffee for a year. That's just the beginning. 10 a.m. they're going to have a ceremony of the national anthem, the raising of the flag, presentations to MedCamp, presentations to Delta vets, and that's just the beginning. Oh, by the way, Robert Finley will be playing live here tomorrow, Black Rifle Coffee Company. It's a retail outlet, but also Black Rifle Coffee. You can purchase the product and bring it home and make it at home as well.
Absolutely. Come in and get a cup of coffee that we'll brew up just for you, personalize it if you want an espresso drink. Grab a bag, take it home, drink it the rest of the week.
All right, Black Rifle Coffee Company established, 2014, and it was Matt Best and company. How did you get involved, and when did you two meet?
Right, so the founder is actually Evan Hafer.
Evan Haven.
And Matt Best and a gentleman named Jared Taylor joined with Evan. Evan was doing coffee. I'll come back to Evan in just a minute. Matt Best and Jared Taylor started a business called Article 15 Clothing. For anybody who's been in the military, you know Article 15 is a section of the code for military justice where a company commander or a ship commander can impose punishment on troops. So it's kind of an inside joke call out to the military. So they were selling t-shirts, doing great videos where they'd wear the t-shirt and people then go online and buy them. Evan started roasting coffee in 2010 and started Black Rifle in late 2014. Evan's a former Army U.S. Green Beret who then joined the CIA as an operator and trainer. That's where he met Matt and JT. And Evan said, hey, you know what? I love specialty coffee. I don't like all the attitude and arrogance that one typically gets going into a high-end specialty coffee shop. He said, I'm middle American, blue collar. I want great coffee without the arrogance.
Is there any relation between special forces and special blends? And but no, I mean, all right, let's follow up. Did you say Marines or are you Marines?
I'm a Marine.
Marine.
Evan's a U.S. Army Green Beret.
Army
Special
Green Beret
Forces.
and CIA. So what motivated him to okay, I want to go into coffee. I want to start Article 15 Clothing.
Right.
Something had to motivate that, because I would think he had a career going, and now all of a sudden he moves in this direction, and look what's happening. It's blossoming.
Right. So Evan had a very distinguished military and CIA career, about 20 years total, more than 40 combat deployments, which is hard to believe. Now, some were only 1 to 2 months long, but think about 40 combat deployments, and he came out of it fully intact, as best I can tell. When he was not deployed, he was going down the rabbit hole of specialty coffee. He started acquiring high-quality green beans. He bought a roaster, started roasting in his garage in Salt Lake City. And then when he would deploy, he would take with him green coffee, so that's coffee that's not yet roasted, a small 1-pound roaster, a grinder, a pour-over kit, and a way to heat water like a jet boil. And wherever he went, he had his U.S. government service rifle, black rifle, and his coffee. And people started saying, first of all, I want that guy Evan Hafer on my detachment downrange because he's got the best coffee. And people would joke, hey, Evan, if you ever started a coffee company, maybe you ought to call it the Black Rifle Coffee Company. Now just think about if you went to an ad agency and said, hey, what do you think of this as an idea? Ha!
Well, I've learned that the best ideas come from the customers, come from your fans if you would just listen to them rather than, as you say, go to an ad agent and get their ideas and then force it on the market. The market tells you.
Yeah.
You got marketing background besides Black Rifle Coffee. Give us a little history of Tom Davin and your career post-military.
Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that. I spent 6 years in the Marine Corps, most of the time as an infantry officer. I was also a reconnaissance officer and a trainer at the School for New Lieutenants, which the Marine Corps calls the Basic School, TBS. So you can imagine how that gets slaughtered over time. So when I got out, I earned an MBA, went to Wall Street, did not like working on Wall Street, even though I made 10 times more money wearing a coat and tie working in a high-rise office building than I had as a Marine. I missed leading troops in the field. I was fortunate enough to go to PepsiCo. PepsiCo gave me the opportunity to go to Taco Bell, where I worked my way up from a regional VP to the head of training to chief operating officer, the number 2 executive at Taco Bell. And that was 1996. 1997, we created Yum, an independent company spun off from PepsiCo, Taco Bell Pizza and KFC. From there, I went to a little Chinese restaurant company called Panda Express. So I like to say, if you're addicted to tacos at Taco Bell or orange chicken at Panda Express, probably had something to do with that, and you can blame me.
All right, we'll blame you. We're talking with Tom Davin, the CEO of Black Rifle Coffee Company. Today's Friday. In case you're watching this in the future, we happen to be on March 24th. The big day tomorrow is Saturday, March 25th, for the grand opening of the Black Rifle Coffee Company coffee shop right next to 511 by Carl Malone on Kentucky. Matter of fact, Carl and Kay Malone are going to make a presentation tomorrow to 2 nonprofits. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I am.
And they're worthy causes. MedCamps is an incredible organization, and the Delta Vets. Other folks on site will be the Ouachita Region Veterans Association. Tom, you may or may not know, they're an organic group, and they're trying to build a small village south of Arcadia, which is 20 miles from here, and they're tiny homes. And what they are, they're not, quote, homeless shelters for veterans. This is based on the Family Promise model, where when a veteran, he or she, going through a time of transition, needs a place of stability and wants to keep their family intact, this is the place to go.
Awesome.
It is a neat concept. Well, not only that, a whole bunch of activities and ceremonies tomorrow, so we invite everybody out. But
we're also going to have Tom Benyol, who's an Air Force
Tom Bonio, yeah, I heard about that.
He's coming with colleagues from the VFW post in Lincoln Parish.
That's right. Matter of fact, I did not know this. I've graduated with a history degree, but March 29th is the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Day, because that was not the end of hostilities. I think that was the end when they got the troops out, and so I didn't know that. But there is an event down in Baton Rouge on that day, and Tom and the VFW chapter will be here as well.
I believe it's the 50-year anniversary.
Isn't that crazy?
Right, I know.
I mean,
how'd that happen?
I mean, I didn't go. I got a draft card. I graduated high school in '73. So when I saw 50 years, I'm like, holy mo, man.
Yeah.
50 years. So, all right. So it's your first time to Ruston?
No, been here before. My last company was a little business called 511 Tactical.
511 Tactical, yeah.
So I was here when the 511 opened, and I'm delighted to be back. Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day. You mentioned the opportunity for people to be here at 5:30 in the morning.
Right.
If Past history is what's going to happen tomorrow.
Oh.
People camp out the night before.
I was here for the when you did the door busting for
Right.
but keep going. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Because what we give away here at Black Rifle Coffee is a beautiful Yeti tumbler engraved with a number, 1 through 50. And if you snag one of those, you get free coffee for the next year. So that's as much drip coffee as you can drink. You can camp out here 8 hours a day and not pay a dime for your coffee.
I did see somebody walking around here. No, I'm not saying they're,
Right.
they're already lining
Sleeping
up.
bag, yeah.
But right, the first 50 starting at 5:30 get that Yeti tumbler and free coffee for a year after that, plus hourly door prizes. Doug Postel will be here live on location. It's going to be a remote from the Q 94.1. And Robert Finley, are you familiar with Robert?
I don't know Robert.
You will know Robert, and he will be playing here as well. He Guitar Slim from Louisiana, and he got on America's Got Talent, got as far as the semifinals. And so blues guitarist, you're going to love him.
Wow.
So we got activities, festivities, funtivities. What can you possibly say to bring folks out in masse tomorrow?
What I'll say is this is going to be a real community event, family-oriented, bring the kids. We'll have plenty of entertainment for kids of all ages, if you will. We're actually giving away prizes throughout the day. We've got a little miniature motorcycle over there that'll be one of the prizes we give
I
out.
know what it is. It is a Cato 60 pit bike with a 60cc motors. The manufacturer suggested retail price, $999. Winner to be drawn at 12:30, and it's from Carl Malone Power Sports of El Dorado. And so Evan won't be here, but Tom, you're here. I mean, Matt Best will be coming in. Am I right?
No, just me.
Just you. We're
Just
stuck.
me.
We're stuck with you, huh?
Right. We are so busy that I grabbed the baton and here I am.
Well, you're welcome here. You know that because you came the first time and you came back. So,
Right.
Oh, one more. Duke graduate. Duke and Harvard, huh? That's kind
How
of
about that? Yeah, I try not to drop that H-bomb because people get a little antsy.
Right. All right. Well, listen, man, Tom, this has been a delight. I appreciate your time and looking forward to not only a successful day tomorrow, but a successful run here for Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Thank you, Rick.
You're welcome.
Appreciate the opportunity.
All right.
Come on out tomorrow if you're listening on Friday. If you happen to listen after Saturday, come back anyway. We got a drive-through. We got beautiful leather couches.
What's the square footage of this place? This place is
over
huge.
3,000 square feet. It's a big coffee shop. Our typical shop's going to be 1,600 square feet to 2,200. This is over 3,000.
Is this the biggest of the chain? Or?
Right now it is.
All right. Wow. The largest. How many coffee shops are there in America?
26 total.
20.
So
And this is 26?
this is 26.
Number
That's it.
26. I love it. The largest.
Right.
Wow. This is awesome. Pretty
How
cool.
about that? Yeah.
I love it. All right, Tom.
All right,
Thank you.
Rick, thank you.